with the NFL.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out here with the option left. And some room to work. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. Really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying the crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a give running right is Montgomery, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Fields. Open man. He finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears are back within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 29, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. On first down, it's Samuels. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Jackson. Complete to Zacchaeus. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. "35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields buying time to his left. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Samuels. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. The quick slant caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Fields throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down. Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know what. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith, his second sack of the night. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on the mid-sky.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now Fields.
And this one is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on in the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go with the option, coming right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now this one complete on the slant route. That'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
To throw, Huntley.
Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Holding offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Huntley to throw.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Huntley.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. There on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Huntley. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 2. Huntley. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Huntley. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 49 yards.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Harris.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Harris.
Complete to Likely.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now Harris to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Knight takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. On first down, it's Knight. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Off the play fake. Harris. And incomplete.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10.
So now the Bears down by 12. At time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Huntley. Able to find Jones.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now Huntley.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Huntley.
He finds his man complete. It's Myers. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. To throw on 3rd down.
Huntley.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into it.